Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I hope I am properly audible and visible. Good evening. I guess I'm properly audible and visible to everyone. Good evening. Now, I think today we are having the last session of the year. I'm quite good. I hope all of you are also doing well. Yes. So, for 2024, we are having the last current affairs session today. And yes, I am also quite good. So, it's the end of the year. How do you see yourself? Like in 2024, what all you have done? It's today's 30, tomorrow 31. So in the last 1 year, there must be something which you will be proud of. That yes, you have done something good in the last 1 year, and some of the resolutions can be like what else you have to do, what else you have to improve in the next year. Okay. See, it's the time when you can make some new, like, yes, of course you can make some new resolutions. Okay. You can make some new resolutions, and it can be about yourself. It can be about yourself. You can like make this simple resolution that whatever I have done in the past, I will try to improve upon that. I will try to emerge as a better person. It's very cold today. So it's winter, it must be cold, it should be cold. I wait for the entire year for December and January. We have cold winter only for 2 months. Now it's not even complete 2 months, it's hardly 1 month. So it's like a wait of 11 months. After 11 months, we get one season or 30 days of winter. So enjoy those moments of winter also. So in today's session, what we are going to see, we will talk about this space docking experiment and PSLV, GSLV, NSLV. You know that today at 10 p.m. Today is 30. So today at 10 p.m. ISRO has announced that we will have this PSLV C60 mission. So we will see that what is this space docking experiment, and at the same time we will talk about the PSLV, GSLV and NGLV also. At the same time, we will talk about this one editorial, impeachment of judges. Although we have seen that topic in the past also, but some new thing has been done here, some new thing is added here. So we are going to discuss that only. Then we will also talk about the Houthis and Israel. Houthis and Israel, that who are Houthis and how their conflict is going on with Israel. Along with that, we will see some locations, and at the end of this, we will see some science tech related questions from August 2024. We will see some questions from there also. Now, that is one part. Then before we start, like last day I told you that we are going to have some more questions for practice. So today first we will practice some questions from the previous lectures which we have completed. Some of the previous lectures which we have completed. From there we have some revision question like this one. Which of the following is our left bank tributaries of Brahmaputra river? Okay. It is not of 2016. Which of them are left bank tributaries of Brahmaputra? Kameng, Kopali, Dhansiri. Kameng, Kopali, Dhansiri. No, Nishi. The thing is, if you have to write the mains examination, before writing the mains examination, you have to fill the DAF form. And in that form, you have to submit your final mark sheet of graduation. So if you are there in appearing page, you cannot give the mains examination. You can give prelims, but not mains. because you have to submit it in DAF 1. Okay. So tell me about this one. I think we have discussed this about Brahmaputra river, that how you can memorize the tributaries of this Brahmaputra river. So here we have three options: Kameng, Kopili and Dhansiri. And then you have to tell me which of them are left bank tributaries of Brahmaputra river. Left bank tributaries of Brahmaputra river. So this is one thing which we have seen in last session. One answer is option B from Shiv Kumar. Anyone else? Okay, B option and C option. Anything else? B. The B option is 2 and 3 only. Okay. If you remember, last day we have seen simple trick also of remembering this. That was simply ऊपर में सबकी मस्ती and then so you know that this Kopili and Dhansiri, they are there. Apart from this, we have Diwang also, Lohit also, Bharat Nalsi is also there. Bharat Nalsi is also there. Then we have Dekhou also. Then we have Dhansiri also, and then we have Kopili also. So we are having 6 left bank tributaries where we are having Diwang. Then we are having Lohit also. Then we also have Bharat Nalsi, and then we also have this Dekhou, Dhansiri and Kopili. On the upper side, we are having 3 rivers: Subansiri, Kameng, Manas, Sankos, Teesta. So 5 and 6, total 11 are there. So we have this answer as option 2 and 3. Option 2 and 3 will be correct here. Then moving on to the next question. This one thing is also we have read it in the last session. Which of the following can be done with the help of AI in the present times? Normally UPSC is asking questions like this, application based. So the question is simple. Which of the following can be done with the help of artificial intelligence in present times? First is saying designing courses as per requirement of learners, helping physically disabled students in learning, preparing report card of students and marking attendance of students. So which of them can be done with the help of AI? Which of them can be done with the help of AI? I think this is quite simple. One, two, and three. Okay. See, attendance marking can also be done. Attendance marking can also be done with the help of this AI technology. So all these 4 are possible. Not only just C option, even marking attendance of students can be done. AI systems can simply recognize the students with the help of facial technology also. It can also identify the students with help of biometrics as well. Okay. It can even look at through various tags and everything. So marking attendance is also possible with the help of AI. So all these 4 options are correct here. D will be the correct answer. Which of the following states does not share border with Myanmar? In the last week, we have discussed about this one topic, pre-movement regime with Myanmar. So in that context, we have this question that which of the following states does not share border with Myanmar? Options are Mizoram, Manipur, Assam and Nagaland. Which of them are not sharing? Biometric can be integrated with AI. Abhishek, biometric can be integrated with AI also. Plus, at the same time, it can be simply on the basis of face detection also. The facial recognition system, they work with the help of AI. So there also you can make use of AI for AI for marking the attendance as well. Okay. Here the answers are coming as option A and option C. Some are saying option B also. See, if we talk about the bordering states with Myanmar, you will find first of all we have Arunachal Pradesh, then we are having Nagaland, then we are having Mizoram and Manipur. These four states are there which are sharing border with Myanmar. Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Mizoram, Manipur. Okay. So they are sharing the borders with Myanmar. So here this Assam option is incorrect. Not Mizoram, not Manipur or Nagaland. Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh, they are sharing borders with Myanmar. So answer here will be option C. The question is asking does not share border. Okay. Then one last question. Which of the following statement is correct about Swamitva scheme? Which of the following statement is correct about Swamitva scheme? First is saying it has been launched by Ministry of Rural Development. It is a centrally sponsored scheme. ISRO is the technical partner for implementation of the scheme. It has not been implemented in some of the northeastern states. So which of the statement is correct with respect to Swamitva scheme? Question number 4. Question number 4. Which of them is correct with respect to the Swamitva scheme? It has been launched by Ministry of Rural Development. It is a centrally sponsored scheme. ISRO is technical partner for implementation of the scheme, and it has not been implemented in some of the northeastern states. Which one will be correct? Okay. Some answer as option B, option A, option D. Fine. Okay. So in this question also, see, now this is one part where all of you will have to work. Like we are seeing the questions which we have discussed in the previous week. We have discussed these questions, we have discussed these topics in the last week. If we talk about Swamitva scheme, this is not Ministry of Rural Development, this is Ministry of Panchayati Raj. This is Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Then if we talk about this, it is not a centrally sponsored scheme, rather than that it is a central sector scheme. It is a central sector scheme. So this first and second is incorrect. Second is saying ISRO is technical partner. No. Survey of India is the technical partner. Survey of India. Survey of India. It is the technical partner. And it has not been implemented in some of the states. That is true. In Nagaland and Meghalaya, Bihar and West Bengal. In 4 states, it has not been implemented. Okay. So we have certain states, Nagaland, Meghalaya. In these 2 northeastern states, it has not been implemented. It is implemented almost in 31 states and UTs. But there are 4 states where it is not implemented. One is Nagaland, then we have Meghalaya, Bihar and West Bengal. So this one, 4th option is correct. This 4th option is correct. Rest all are incorrect. So this is one part which we have discussed also. So you cannot forget this one. Okay. Cannot forget this part. Others you can do, like you can do mistakes in other, but not this one. Okay. Now Coming to today's topic, there is one thing called as the space docking. So PSLV C60, it is going to be launched tonight at 10 p.m. As per the schedule, today we are having 30th December. So on 30th December 10 p.m, ISRO is going to launch PSLV C60. Now this PSLV C60 is going to carry a number of things, but in those things, there is a prominent one, there is a prominent experiment, that is SPADEX experiment. A very prominent experiment is there, SPADEX experiment. So what is the aim here? If we talk about this, the aim is simply to merge two spacecraft in the space. But why? Why we are trying to do this? Why we are trying to merge two satellites in the space? We could have merged them here on the ground and then we could have sent them. So why ISRO is doing this? In the previous classes, we have talked about one thing, that India is planning to have Bharatiya Antariksha Station. We are planning to have Bharatiya Antariksha Station. Can you tell me when we are planning this? In which year we are going to have this Bharatiya Antariksha Station? We have made plan for this. And for assembling this Antariksha Station, space station, we will have to learn how to combine two different spacecraft in a space, how to control them in a space so that they get merged with each other. So we are having this plan of Bharatiya Antariksha Station. Yes, 2035-36, we are having a plan that by 2035-36, we will have our Bharatiya Antariksha Station. So like the International Space Station was not sent all at once. There were multiple flights which were sent there, multiple spacecraft were sent there, and they all combined together to form this enormous structure. So in same manner, we are performing this space docking so that we can also learn that technique to merge two things in the space. Okay. So here under this program, what we will see that India will become the fourth country after China, Russia and US to do so. Okay. There will be two spacecraft in this PSLV C60 mission. They will be sent at a height of 470 km. They will be sent in the space at a height of 470 km. Then after, in the space, they will be at a distance of 5 km from each other. They will be at a distance of 5 km from each other. And then from Earth, from the systems which are available on Earth, our scientists will try to bring them closer to first 3 meters, and then after merging of these two spacecraft also. This will be merged also. Okay. So today it is going to be launched, but today we will not see the docking of these aircrafts. It will be done in next 10 to 14 days. Okay. So by the time that Kumbh Mela starts, maybe you will also get this news that there will be docking of or merger of two spacecraft in satellite by ISRO. So we are going to have Bharatiya Antariksha Station. We are also trying to send lunar missions and even missions on other planets. So if we have to bring back something from there, if we need to have our space station there, we need to have this technology. And that's why ISRO is going to do this. Okay. So this is one part. Apart from this, what else? What else? Do you know about poem? What is poem? Any idea? What is poem? Don't say twinkle, twinkle, little star. What is poem? Can anyone tell me what is this poem? See, poem is simply PSLV orbiter experimental module. It is PSLV orbital experimental module. Experiment module. So basically what happens that you all may have heard about PSLV. PSLV is one of the most successful launch vehicles of India. Okay. And this PSLV is having 4 stages. Now, while India is also trying to make successful and cost efficient space missions, it is also committed towards reducing the space debris. And in the effort to reduce the space debris, it is also making the use of the last stage, the last engine of PSLV. So this is the last stage or engine. This is the last stage or engine of PSLV. And this one is used to carry experiments in the space. And after carrying the experiments, it comes down towards the atmosphere and it burns over there so that there is no space debris. Okay. So first of all, what we see that this poem, it conducts experiment in space, comes down and burn in space. So what is the advantage? No space debris. No space debris. So for this very purpose, along with this PSLV C60 mission, we will also have this poem module. We are also going to have this poem module along with this PSLV. Along with this space docking, what we will see that we are also going to have this poem module where we will find that there will be a space docking and plus there will be some experiments in the space. It will also reduce the burden of debris in the space. So that is the advantage of this PSLV C60 mission. Okay. Now along with this, we will also compare the 3 very important launch vehicles of India. You might be aware about PSLV, GSLV, and now the new one, NGLV, next generation launch vehicle. So we will see them also simultaneously. Okay. See, first of all, let us talk about this PSLV. If we talk about PSLV, you all know that it is a 4-stage engine. This is a 4-stage. This is a 4-stage launch vehicle. 4-stage launch vehicle, and what you will find that this is having alternate solid and liquid engine. Alternate solid and liquid engine. If you look at the capacity, if you look at this PSLV capacity, you will find that it can carry 1750 kg weight to sun synchronous polar orbit. And for geo transfer orbit, it can transfer 1425 kg. Okay. So for high Earth orbit, its maximum weight can be 1425 kg, and for the sun synchronous or lower Earth orbit, it will have this capacity of 1750 kg. So this is the capacity of PSLV. But see, PSLV is one such vehicle which has been used by India in some of the major missions, like we have seen in case of this Chandrayaan-1. We also have seen this in case of this Mangalyaan also. So in these cases, we have again used PSLV. So PSLV is one of the most efficient and most successful vehicle of Indian Space Agency. Okay. Now, when we see about GSLV, this is our GSLV. It is also now called as LVM. Now it is called as LVM3. Okay. You can see here, it is written here on this part, LVM3. Okay. So LVM is launch vehicle Mark III. It has also been called as geosynchronous launch vehicle. So this LVM, it is having payload capacity of 4000 kg to geo transfer orbit, and for the low Earth orbit, it is having the capacity of 8000 kg, even extendable up to 10,000 kg also. With boosters and all, it can even take 10,000 kg up to a height of 600 kilometer altitude. So this is part of our GSLV LVM. Okay. Tell me one thing, how many stages are there? How many stages or how many engines are there in GSLV? How many engines are there? How many engines are there? 3 stage. Yes. 3 stages there. Solid, liquid and yes, Mark III launch vehicle. It is also called as Mark III launch vehicle. Three stages. Okay. It is having 3 different stages. What we will find out, it is having 3 stages: solid, liquid and cryogenic. Solid, liquid and cryogenic. So this is going to have 3 stages: solid, liquid and cryogenic. That is our GSLV mission. That is our GSLV having this solid, liquid and cryogenic engine. Can you tell me, what do we mean by cryogenic engine? What is present there in cryogenic engine? When we talk about cryogenic engine, what is the fuel present inside it? What is the fuel inside this cryogenic engine and what is its specialty? What is the specialty? Liquid oxygen, fine. Okay. Normally you will find that here we are using liquid oxygen as the oxidizer, and then we are also having coal. Now how come coal can be there? In no situation we are going to take coal to the space station or to the space. It will not give that much of energy. So here we are using liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen at cryogenic temperature. Cryogenic means we are having temperature less than -170 or -180 degree. Then it is cryogenic temperature. So we are keeping the liquid at that -170, 180 degrees Celsius. There we get this cryogenic engine. We store a huge amount of liquid over there and they are used in the engine. Then we are also having this next generation launch vehicle. Next generation, solid and liquid both energy are used in this engine. Yes, solid and liquid both are there. Okay. Even strap-on motors are also there. Strap-on motors are also added, but they are mostly liquid engines. Okay. Now, what we find that if we talk about the next generation launch vehicle, that is NGLV. NGLV is there, next generation launch vehicle. Now you will find that some specification has been provided about NGLV, that it will use semi-cryogenic engine. One thing which has been told is it will use semi-cryogenic engine. Semi-cryogenic engine. But right now what we see that there is no update about this or addition of this in the ISRO homepage. Like if you go to ISRO launch vehicles, you will not find anything like that mentioned there. We are going to develop it in the future. So once it is developed, once more details are there, then we will see its specification. Right now what it has been said that its capacity will be at least 3 times more than the capacity of GSLV. Okay. So its capacity will be 3x GSLV. So its capacity is going to be 3x GSLV. So that is main thing which has been said about this next generation launch vehicle. Once more official clarification is there, then we will discuss about this NGLV also. We have one another launch vehicle which is this a small space, a small satellite launch vehicle, SSLV. We are having this one small satellite launch vehicle. Small satellite launch vehicle. So this has been called as on-demand launch vehicle. On-demand space launch vehicle. Normally, if you look at PSLV, they are carrying huge satellites. They are carrying huge satellites. Okay. GSLV is much more powerful. But then sometimes we need regular launching of some of the satellites. Many of them are nano satellites or small satellites. So in that situation, we need a more cost efficient solution, and that is SSLV. So this SSLV, if you look at this, it will be putting nano, micro and mini satellites. Okay. Means it will take satellites of weight up to 500 kg in this lower Earth orbit. In this lower Earth orbit. Okay. So here what you will find that its maximum capacity is up to 500 kg. Okay. Normally it can start from 10 kg to 300 kg. Okay. Even it can be extended up to 500 kg as well. So this is on demand, means it is for suppose PSLV is there. You know that PSLV is not launched every other day. There are limited missions of PSLV. But then what we see that now we are having many startups, many private players who want their satellites in the space, and for them we have this option of SSLV. So these are the 4 launch vehicles which are there in the news. Okay. It must useful for a SpaceX company of Elon Musk. Why? SpaceX is having one launch vehicle which is very much powerful. Can you tell me the name of it? What is the name of vehicle of a SpaceX? Anyone? What is this name of vehicle of a SpaceX? SpaceX is having the most powerful launch vehicle. It is having the most powerful launch vehicle. What is the name of it? Yes. Falcon. Falcon 9 is there. Okay. Falcon 9 is the most advanced, most successful launch vehicle in the entire world. It is the most successful launch vehicle in the entire world also. Okay. So Falcon 9 is the most powerful launch vehicle. Falcon 9 SpaceX. Okay. So this is one part. Now coming to the next thing, impeachment of judge. We have discussed about this in the previous classes also, impeachment of judge. When we were talking about the removal of Vice President of India, when the Parliament was there in session, there was this demand of removal of Vice President. Then after there was a demand for removal of one of the High Court judge also. So what is the process? What is the process of impeachment? What is the process of impeachment? That is what we have to see here. Okay. See, normally you know that the process goes like this. First we are having a resolution in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. First we are going to have a resolution in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. Okay. Once this resolution is there, then after what we will see that after this resolution in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, we find that there will be a formation of complaint committee. Like suppose that if it is there, if impeachment process, if that resolution has been accepted, Then there will be a complaint committee or an investigation committee. This investigation committee, there will be an investigation committee. And this investigation committee, now suppose that if it is submitting this like after doing all these investigation and everything, it is submitting the report, and suppose that a judge is guilty, then it is, or suppose if the judge is guilty, and then also the bill will again go into Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay. So again a motion has to be passed. A motion has to be passed, and then after, you know that it has to be like then approval by president. Approval by president. So this is the normal process. Okay. You will find that here in the resolution case, we need the support of 100 MPs in Lok Sabha and at least 50 in Rajya Sabha for resolution to be introduced. Once it has been introduced and it has been accepted, once that resolution has been accepted, there will be an investigation committee. Normally, suppose that if we are talking about a High Court judge, then we will see that the CJI will be appointing a committee where there will be some Supreme Court judges also. Then there will be Chief Justice of the High Court. Then there will be some eminent jurist also. Now, suppose that if investigation teams finds a corruption case against the judge also, or finds something fault with the judge also, then also that motion has to be passed by this Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, and it has to be passed by a special majority. It has to be passed by a special majority, which you know that it will be half of the total number plus 2/3 of present and voting. Half of the total number plus 2/3 of present and voting. So that will be have to be passed by this one. And then after, there has to be approval by the president. So this is the process. Now, if we look at the history, there has been one such motion with respect to Justice V. Ramaswamy. Justice V. Ramaswamy. Okay. So what's that was one of the impeachment process, or rather it is said that it was the only impeachment process which was finally discussed in this parliament. He was accused of financial mismanagement. This person, he was accused of financial mismanagement. And what happened that in this case, okay, like the committee, the judicial committee found him guilty. The judicial committee, he was found guilty. Found guilty by judicial committee. He was found guilty by judicial committee. But then also he was not removed from his post. Then also he was not he was not removed from the post because the motion to remove him failed. The motion to remove him failed. So this is one part. This is the context of this article. Let's first look at the part of removal process. Removal process is quite much complex. It is quite much lengthy. It is very in the current political situation, it is almost impossible to get that much majority in the parliament for any party. Okay. Then what we say that even if the person has been found guilty, then also the motion can be rejected in the parliament and still the person can continue. The third thing is the ground of removal. Ground of removal. The ground of removal is simply proved misbehavior. What is the ground of removal? It is proved misbehavior. Okay. Proved misbehavior. Proved misbehavior. So now see, this part itself is quite much like vague. It is not very much clear that what will constitute proved misbehavior. It has not been defined into the constitution. It has not been defined in the constitution that what will mean proved misbehavior. So now what we see that it has been almost 75 years of the functioning of the judiciary, and we have seen that once this impeachment has reached, many a times the impeachment motions are not simply accepted, many a times they are not going into the parliament or not even going after that. So what we see that, like, for a very long period of time, there has been allegations of proved misbehavior or allegations of bribery and many other things, but then it has not been done in our country. This removal process has not been done in our country. Okay. So in case of judiciary, it is being said by certain experts that judiciary is like judging itself also. Judiciary is the one judging itself also, and there is no method or no such simple process of ensuring the accountability of judiciary. Okay. What are the challenges? What are the challenges? What challenges are there? First thing is, process is complex. Process is complex. Ground is not defined properly. Ground is not defined properly. That on what ground proved misbehavior means what, and how it will be done, how it will be proved, that becomes a challenge. Okay. Plus at the same time, what we see that many a times there can be some ethical challenges also, or there can be some ethical or bias which is reflected in some of the judges. Okay. Ethical wrongs or bias. Ethical wrongs or bias is very difficult to prove. So this is one thing, like judiciary is something which is seen by the people as one of the most trusted part of government structure or democracy, and there are certain challenges with it. Certain challenges like very complex process of removing them. Okay. Even the grounds are not well defined. There are many a times allegations of mistreatment by fellow colleagues. There have been many allegations in the past. There have been allegations by women also of misconduct by some of the people in judiciary. And even after that, what we see that there is no such removal of the judges. A few times it has happened that some of the judges have resigned by themselves, but then resigning is not simply a punishment for them. Resigning is not the punishment for them. Okay. If they have done something wrong, they should also go through the same lens as a common person. So this is one of the challenge which has been highlighted in editorial in the newspaper. Okay. Then what can be done? The question is like, in this situation, what can be done? Okay. Then way forward, what can be done here? Like in this situation, what can be done? It says that there must be a establishment of a permanent judicial oversight body. Okay. Establishment of a permanent judicial oversight body. Judicial oversight body. So see, this is one of the point which you should note down in your the notes where you have made about judiciary and everything, in your polity, wherever you have made notes. If you have to write something in reforms of judiciary, this is one point which you can now mention, that in order to in order to maintain this trust of people in judiciary, there must be a establishment of a permanent judicial oversight body. Okay. And this can ensure that like people can still have that much trust on the judiciary, that accountability of judiciary can be ensured. Okay. Then code of conduct should be properly framed with the changing times. Okay. So what we see that code of conduct should keep on evolving, with changing times. Like we do have some code of conduct for judges. In previous sessions, we have discussed about this also, like Bangalore principles are there. There are code of conduct for judges also. So what we need is that this code of conduct must evolve with the changing practices, with the changing times. Okay. So this is one part of editorial with respect to judiciary. Okay. I hope it's clear that what has been suggested in this article. I hope it's clear. See, this is one important article for your GS paper, GS paper 2. In GS paper 2, wherever you have made your notes, at least put this point. This one point which is there, do mention it as part of your notes itself. Okay. Rest all other things you know. That yes, what is the removal process? You have read it all. There is one point, like when we say that what is the advantage of reading editorials, what is the advantage of reading newspaper, I think you can get this idea that this is not generally mentioned in your books. It is not generally as part of your curriculum, okay, or the standard books which you are getting. So this is something which you get in editorial. Once in a while you get a good point, and if you note that, if you are noting it along with your main notes, it is going to help you. So this is one part. Now coming to the other section, we have the Houthi rebels. Houthi rebels. So who are the Houthis? Anyone? Who are Houthis? Can you tell me who are these Houthis? Who are Houthis? Nishi, I have given you the answer earlier also. If you are not having the result of semester 6, or like if you are not having the final result, you cannot give the mains examination. That is the process. You have to submit DAF 1, and DAF 1 mandatorily requires submission of your graduation mark sheet. Okay. So if you have not submitted your final year graduation mark sheet, then it will become a challenge. They will not accept it. Okay. Israel's enemy. No. If we talk about how these rebel, they are basically rebel group. They are basically a rebel group in Yemen. They are rebel group in Yemen. Okay. If we look at them, they are also calling themselves as Ansar Allah. Okay. Means they are also known as Ansar Allah. Means they are called as they call themselves as true son of Allah or true son of God. Okay. Then they are also belonging to Shia group of Muslims. They belong to Shia group of Muslims. Okay. What is their main concept? If you look at them, their rise is there in 1990. And they came to prominence in 2014 when they occupied major areas of Yemen. This is the part of Yemen. Here in this map, you will find that this is the part of Yemen. Okay. So you will find that these rebel groups, the Houthis rebel group, they have occupied major areas of Yemen in 2014 itself. So what they are opposing? They are opposing two things. One, the influence of Saudi Arabia in this region. They oppose influence of Saudi Arabia. Influence of Saudi Arabia plus the Western world. Plus Western world. Plus Western world. So they are opposing the influence of Saudi Arabia in this entire region of Arab, and at the same time, you know that Saudi Arabia is influenced by the Western countries. So directly, Yemen is also against the Western countries. Sorry, not Yemen, means rebel groups, Houthis, they are also opposing the Western countries. Western countries means US, Israel and all, means their allies. Okay. At the same time, they are getting support of whom? They are getting the support from Iran. They are getting the support from Iran. Iran is also having a significant Shia population. It is also having a significant Shia population. In Islamism, you will find that there are two sects which are quite much famous. There are others also, but Shia and Sunni. So in other parts here, you will find that Sunni groups are there, and in the case of Yemen and in Iran, you will find Shia Muslims are also there. Okay. So Shia Muslims, like you will find Houthis, they are also like Shia rebels, and Iran is also backing them because Iran is also having this significant population of Shia Muslims. Okay. So there is a nexus between Iran and Houthi rebel, and you know that both of them are opposed to what? Both of them are opposed to Western world. You see the controversy of Iran with US also, Israel also, and at the same time, the Yemen, in that we have the Houthis rebel, so they also oppose this Western group, Saudi Arabia, Israel and all. So recently what we have seen that, like there is one region, Bab al-Mandeb, okay, and when the naval and all other things, when the ships were passing through this Bab al-Mandeb region in the Red Sea area, there was frequent attack by Houthis. So many other countries got involved, US got involved, UK got involved, Israel got involved. So now what we see that Israel is also cracking upon the rebel groups of Houthis or Houthi rebel groups in Yemen as well. It is trying to attack them also because they are continuously threatening the movement of Israeli ships through this area of Red Sea, Bab al-Mandeb Strait into other regions. Okay. So that is Houthi rebel groups based in Yemen. I hope it's clear. Who are they? Where they are? Yes. Support is there by Iran. They are getting the support from Iran. Why? You can see the religious factor. Both of them are belonging to this Shia group, and plus they have their one common target, the Western world. The Houthis are also targeting Saudi Arabia because they think that Saudi Arabia is just another agent of Western world. So they try to like oppose Saudi Arabia also. So this is like the movement of young people. This started as movement of young people. Movement of young people. Earlier it was aimed at reform, but then it also acquired this military character, and now they are controlling significant part of Yemen also. Okay. Now they have acquired this rebel form. They are also occupying the territories in Yemen. Okay. So that is our Houthis and Israel. Okay. Now, so let's start with some questions. Like the next thing which we have to do is some questions from science and technology from the month of August 2024. Okay. So see here, we have this one question. I hope it is visible to all. It is saying ISRO analog mission aims to train astronauts for long duration space travel. Second is saying ISRO analog mission is set up in Ladakh. Third is saying Ladakh has environmental characteristics that closely mirror those of Mars and Moon. Okay. Now it is asking which one of the following is correct in respect of our statement. Both statement 2 and 3 are correct and both of them explain statement 1. Both statement 2 and 3 are correct, but only one of them explains statement 1. Only one of the statement 2 and 3 is correct and that explains statement 1. Neither statement 2 nor statement 3 is correct. So new pattern of UPSC which started from 2024. It has started from 2024. And we were saying that in a statement region based question, there are certain challenges. So face the challenge now. One answer is option D. Option D. Okay. Anyone else? See, ISRO analog mission is something which we have covered in our classes also. We have covered this section, the analog mission of ISRO. One answer is option D, then option C also. D option or C? Tough question. No one is giving answer. Is it that much tough? I will add E option also. E option. Skip the question. Okay. I have added option E also. Now you can give the answer. One of them is definitely correct. See, if we look at this, the first statement is absolutely correct. There is no doubt in it. ISRO analog mission aims to train astronauts for long duration space travel. Okay. ISRO is trying to train them for long distance space travel. Okay. Now, second is saying ISRO analog mission is set up in Ladakh. That is true. But can it explain this? That how, like, just setting up the space station or just setting this mission in Ladakh, is it explaining this statement? Is it explaining the first statement that how it is going to train? So while it is correct, it is not explaining it. See it one by one. First is saying ISRO analog mission aims to train astronauts for long duration space travel. Okay. So this is one part, one assertion. Second is saying ISRO analog mission is set up in Ladakh. So this statement itself is not explaining why it is going to be helpful. So while it is correct, it is not explaining. Third is saying Ladakh has environmental characteristics that closely mirror those of Mars and Moon. So now this explains that, okay, that's why they are having this ISRO analog mission. Okay. ISRO analog mission, they are having it in Ladakh because it has conditions similar to Mars or Moon. So here all the three statements are correct, but only one of them explains a statement 1. Both statement 2 and 3 are correct, but only one of them is explaining this statement 1. Hence the answer here will be option B. Hence the answer will be option B. Okay. Now coming to the next one. This is also assertion based but comparatively easy one. Embryonic stem cells are the most versatile cells in human body. Second is saying they are present in all human body. They are present in all human body. Now, which one of the following is correct in respect of our statement? Both statement 2 and 3 are correct. Sorry, just change it a little bit. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct and statement 2 correctly explains statement 1. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct, but statement 2 does not explain statement 1. Statement 1 is incorrect, statement 2 is correct. Statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is incorrect. So that is about a very simple thing, stem cell. We all have read about stem cell therapy. This is easy question. You cannot say that this one is tough. This is comparatively easy. This is comparatively easy. So I think you can solve this one. First is saying embryonic stem cells are most versatile cells in human body. They are present in all human bodies. Second is saying. So in this question, what will be the answer? Okay, one answer is option D. Another is answer A. Okay. See, if we look at this, first one is saying embryonic stem cells are most versatile cells in human body. This one is correct. It can form any cell of body. Forms all type of cells. All types of cell. So even in your basic bio also, you have read about this, that embryonic stem cells are those cells which can form all type of cells in the body. So this first statement is absolutely correct. Okay. They are present in all human body. This will be false. Why? They are present during the growth of an infant. Embryonic stem cells are present during the growth of an infant. Once the person grows, you will find that there is no such embryonic stem cell. They are converted into somatic stem cell. Okay. So that is one part. They become adult stem cell. They do not remain as embryonic stem cell. So this second part is incorrect. Okay. Hence the answer will be D option. Statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is incorrect. Now coming to one question. Which of the following correctly describes the blue moon? Which of them describes the blue moon? In the month of August, we were having this one event, super blue moon. We were having this one event, super blue moon. The question is simply about what is correctly describing the blue moon. There is one option. A blue moon occurs when the moon appears blue in color due to scattering of light in Earth's atmosphere. Second is saying a blue moon refers to second full moon occurring within the same calendar month. Third is saying a super blue moon occurs every year due to consistent orbital pattern of the moon. Third is saying the term blue moon originates from the moon appearing blue during lunar eclipses. So question number 3. Question number 3, what will be the answer? Okay, two answers is option B. Okay, third question, I think most of the answers are coming as option B. Why, Harshit? What happened today? Why the wrong answers? See, if we look at this, a blue moon occurs when the moon appears blue in color. This is absolutely wrong. There is no such connection. Okay. There is no such connection with respect to scattering of light. Scattering of light makes the color of a sky blue. Okay. So that is false. A blue moon refers to second full moon occurring within the same calendar month. This is absolutely correct. If you are having two full moon, if you are having two full moons within a month, let us say that on 1st of August or 2nd of August you are having one, then on 1st of August you are having a super moon, then after 16th you are also having a super moon, and then on 31 you are also having a super moon, or on 30 you are having a super moon. So sorry, on 1st you are having one moon, then after you will have this eclipse, lunar eclipse phase, and then you will have this super moon again, full moon again. So in that situation we call it as the blue moon. When we are having two full moon within a calendar month, that is what we call as a blue moon. Third is saying a super blue moon occurs every year due to consistent orbital pattern of the moon. This is wrong. This is wrong. It happens once in 2 or 3 years. It generally happens once in 2 or 3 years, sometimes even longer period of time. So what is super blue moon? Super blue moon is like this. Suppose that there is a blue moon. It means it is the second full moon. There is first thing that it has to be a blue moon. It has to be a blue moon. It means second full moon of a month. Second full moon of a month. Plus, it has to be situated near this perigee. Plus, it has to be situated near the perigee. Perigee is the nearest point. This is the nearest point. This is the nearest point. Okay. So, once in a while, when we are having this perigee-like situation, when the moon is nearest to the earth, and at the same time we are having this blue moon, then the moon appears much more bigger. The moon appears much more bigger, and then if it is the blue moon, it will be called as super blue moon. At this position, it will be called as super blue moon. So it occurs after 2 or 3 years, or sometimes even longer, not every year. Okay. So this is one part. So third is also wrong. The term blue moon originates from moon appearing blue during lunar eclipses. No, moon doesn't appear blue during lunar eclipses. It can appear red also, but not blue. Okay. So this D option is correct. That is blood moon. Sometimes we see that during the lunar eclipse. That is blood moon. So this is the third question. Okay. In the next session, that is on 2nd of January, 2nd January 2025, we will meet here at 5 p.m. again. Okay. And that day, we will have some questions from Science Tech September 2024. Okay. So I am giving you the topic to revise also, that for 2 or 3 days, we will have some questions from Science Tech of September 2024. So you can revise those topics along with this classes, so that your current affairs is also getting prepared. Okay. So that is one part. Then that is the one question, the last question of 2024. Okay. This is one question. You can read about it and then mention about this in the comment box later on. Okay. So this is one of the last question of this year. What is polar stratospheric cloud and where are they formed? So read about this. It is very much important topic for your prelims also, mains also. So read about it and answer in the comment box. Okay. Answer in comment box that what is this polar stratospheric cloud, where they are formed, and what is their impact. Okay. So 3 questions are there with this one. Okay. So the last topic, the last question for this year 2024. Okay. Okay, you didn't understand, Anjali. Okay, fine, Anjali. I will have this one session on CAR-T cell therapy. I will explain you CAR-T cell therapy. Okay, I will make a video on this. Okay. Yes. So that will be the last question of the last year. Happy New Year, everyone. Make some resolutions and try to complete them also this time. So thank you very much for staying connected in 2024. We will meet again in 2025. We will meet again in 2025 in the current affairs session. Tomorrow we will not have the current affairs session. Okay. AI class. Achha, 2000. Okay, fine. I will tell you about CAR-T cell therapy. Don't worry. I will make a video for that. Don't worry. Okay. So this is one thing. Let's meet next time on 2nd of January 2025. A very happy new year to all of you. Enjoy the next 2 days. and also make some plans for 2025. Many of you are going to appear in the prelims this year. So the clock is already ticking. You have some months remaining, some days remaining. In what manner you want to count, you have to just give your best. Like, this is one thing. Especially those who are going for 2025 prelims. Now, this is one thing which you must try to achieve, that in the next 145 or 150 days, you must give your best there. The best you can give, like there is that one movie where it was like you have 70 minutes, give the best of yourself in that 70 minutes. You have more than that, you have 145 days approximately. So give your best in those 145 days, okay, and prepare honestly for the examination. Okay, thank you so much, and then we will meet again next year. Thank you so much. Take care and all the best. Thank you.